All right, welcome everybody. Saturday morning virtual care partners training call. Every Saturday at this time, we bring you up to speed on the unbelievable progression that we have here at Virtual Care Partners, and really twofold, to bring you up to speed, provide some type of training. We have a distributor spotlight that we always want to recognize. And so you want to make sure that everybody on your team, okay, understands that this is available to them. Okay, what you're going to learn in this business is as you develop an organization, right, your job is to tell people what to do and work with the people that do it. You can't make people, but you got to make sure you inform them of everything available to them and be there to support the people that want to take this journey, because that's all you can do. Otherwise, trust me, I've been doing this 25 years. You will go absolutely crazy worrying about the people, okay, that don't do it. Okay, it's just not part of our business. You got to work with the right people. I want to read this to you because I want everybody to understand really what we have in front of us. And I'm going to back this up here in a second. But this is the second richest man in Asia. When something new appears and only 5% know about it, start on it quickly so you can have the early advantage. When 50% know about it, you should just stick to being a consumer. When more than 50% know about it, you don't even have to look at it. Okay, in other words, the opportunity has passed. And you'll hear from Dr. McDyer today. Listen, 1% of the people have ever utilized or participated in a telehealth platform. Okay, so you got to understand where we are as a company and why we really believe, why Lisa and I, okay, made a decision to join this movement, because we understand opportunity and we believe, right, with any commitment, okay, from a small group of people, we could take over the United States. And I want to stress that. A small commitment, okay, I should say a large commitment from a small group of people. Okay, you don't need a lot of people to go out there and secure 35,000 doctor practices. You just don't. Okay, but you got to find the right ones. And that's the purpose of where we are right now, identifying the leadership. Okay, and really the people that have an unwavering vision. Okay, they can't be distracted. They understand the power of what we're about to go into. And I want to share with you just some statistics. I got this today, and I want to thank Sonia because I saw this morning, and I thought it was pretty cool. This is from the Health Information Professionals Network. Okay, and I just want to read, just some of these things before we go into our training. The growth of telemedicine is undeniable. A recent Becker's Hospital review released 10 new interesting stats on the field. Okay, experts believe telehealth will grow by almost 15% by 2020. Market value will hit $36 billion by 2020, compared to just $14 billion in 2013. Over 40 states have produced a total of 250 pieces of legislation related to telemedicine. More than half of all states have passed laws mandating insurers to cover telemedicine services. Now, you guys understand we're cash-based, but you got to understand where it's moving. Okay, over a third of all employees with an on-site health care offer telemedicine options. The number is expected to grow to 50% over the next few years. Almost 75% of Americans report they are willing to schedule a telemedicine appointment. Okay, but remember, 1% have actually utilized it. Okay, and here's why. Okay, people are fearful of change. And this goes to the physician and this goes to the patient. Our job is simply to educate and to show them the simplicity, okay, of it. And I remember Dr. Dan McDyer talking about this one patient who was fighting him tooth and nail. And she was hemming and hawing. And when she did it, she would never do anything else now. Okay? Because of the simplicity of a telemedicine consultation. So just understand, and I want you guys to be really familiar with your craft. Okay? I want everybody to get familiar with their craft. Every day you should wake up. Okay? Because there's news articles coming out every day. Our job is to educate ourselves. We're going to provide you with training, right? We're going to provide you with the certification that you're going to hear about today. Okay? We're going to give you everything we possibly can. But let me tell you what's going to make that small difference. When you take responsibility and you're actively trying to educate yourself. And it's not just on telemedicine. It's really understanding the craft that you're in and the business we're in. Okay, I might step on some toes, but that's what I do. Okay, we're in the people business. And I got news for all of you, because a lot of you are going, wait a minute, this is different. Doctors are different. I'm here to tell you, doctors are people. And doctors have the same problems everybody else does. In fact, the doctor's problems might be even more magnified because of their education. Okay, and I tell you right now, I've never met a doctor in today's economy that believes they're being paid what they're worth. They save lives. And who's dictating what they make? The insurance companies. Okay, and so you got to understand they have the same problems we all do. They're just probably working twice as hard. So I just want you to understand a doctor is a person. Okay, and we think we have to have a special phrase. Now, there's certain things that you should be aware of. Okay, there's no doubt about that. But here's how you get good. Whether you're talking to a doctor or you're talking to your neighbor, is by talking to people. And I'm gonna touch on that today. Okay, so I just wanted to open with that. What I want to do now is a lot of people, when we first start to really capture this vision, one of the things that really attracted me was that we are going to have a certification, okay, for people that want to take this journey. In other words, we want to take it another step. We're always going to have training, okay, but there's a certification training that we are putting forth, and I wanted Dr. Dan McDyer to really give you the concepts of the certification training, when we could expect it, right, and what that's going to mean for you and your business. So, Lise, I think you have to take over the screen, and then I'm going to let Dr. Dan McDyer unmute himself. I know he's worked all night, and I'm sure he'll fill you in why. But Dr. McDyer, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it wasn't a bad night. I went to bed about 12:30 after working on some of the tasks for Carey Health and for the virtual care program, the Virtual Care Partners program. But unfortunately, got awakened at 6:45 to rush into a delivery, and then a bunch of other things have happened since then. So I look a little disheveled. Haven't had a chance to shower yet. So I apologize for that. Give me a break. So anyway. Yes, I am very excited about this training platform because I really believe that without information and knowledge, you're not going to be very effective in this business, in any business for that matter. Knowledge is power for sure. That's kind of an overused phrase, but it doesn't apply any better to this than anything else would, man. This is what we're going to do to make you the most effective you can possibly be in the marketplace in speaking to your friends, family, contacts, and also to any physicians if you happen to know them. Like Jeff said, physicians are people, but they're people that you have to realize they have a huge consumer base is the bottom line. We have a very large consumer base of people that trust us. That's called our patients. And there are a lot of people out there that want to take advantage of that relationship that we have with our patients. And so doctors, they have a huge defense barrier that is up in terms of being very skeptical about programs and opportunities that are brought to them. So this is not, and I want to repeat that, this program is not for you to go out and just walk into a doctor's office and try to build a relationship with them at this point in time. This is for people who already have a doctor who is a family member or a very close friend or something of that nature. Because right now, with a limited amount of experience beneath our wings, you're going to have a trusted relationship and a bond with the person with whom you're speaking to share this vision with them, since it's not yet happened, but it's about to. So there are very few of those people that can understand that. And the reputation and relationship of credibility, integrity that you have with those people is what's going to propel you to success early on, and allow you also to build your experience with how to make this program work, because those folks aren't going to shoot you down. They're going to understand and be patient with you. So with that, I want to share one other thing that Jeff just touched on. Doctors are feeling pressure, and we'll get more into this in other trainings in the future. I just thought of this the other day as I was driving into the hospital about to do a hysterectomy on a patient that had a BMI of 56. If you don't know what that means, she was big. And I thought to myself, my gosh, I started private practice 24 years ago in a small community where managed care had not yet hit the marketplace. And I got paid pretty well for the procedures and the deliveries and the OB care and things that I was doing. But when I moved to Jacksonville, managed care was very, very mature here. I am now getting paid for hysterectomy 20% less than what I was 24 years ago. I don't think I got any worse at what I'm doing. And it has taken literally 20 plus years in Jacksonville to build our revenue stream or our contracting up to the point where I'm still getting paid 20% less than the day I entered private practice 24 years ago. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane and absurd. How can people make that happen? Doctors are under a lot of financial pressure, and that's what we want to understand from this program. We have the opportunity to create freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from the need to see a treadmill's worth of patients every day. It's just a conveyor belt, guys. You've got to, we doctors have to crank through it. And it makes the practice of medicine a little less palatable, because most of us are here because we want to build a relationship with people and we want to understand them and give great care to them. We want that bond. And it's hard to develop that with all these regulations being inserted into our practice. Electronic medical records have ruined that relationship. It'll never come back to the point it was before. So your physician friends and colleagues and contacts, they're under a lot of pressure. And all the studies are showing that right now. The burnout rate for physicians is higher than it's ever been. It's getting higher and higher every year. And the suicide rate, which is sad to talk about, is triple that of the general population. So there's a lot of pressure your physicians are feeling, but you have the opportunity to change that for them, because we have an opportunity to make their practice more financially robust with the telehealth program and the virtual care program we're going to be presenting to their practices. We're also going to help maintain the relevancy in the future, because I really truly feel that in the next few years, if physicians don't have this component of communication in their practice, they're going to be left behind. Patients are going to seek physicians out who offer this, because they don't want to not have a chance to contact their doctor 75% of the week, which is when we're not available. We're only in the office 25% of the week. So this is the bridge that bridges the gap between patients and doctors, and financial freedom for the doctors. So we have a chance to really make a huge impact for the physicians, a very huge impact for the patients and your friends and family. But also, I can't stress enough that part of my mission here, and I never thought I'd ever have an opportunity to do this, and this is one of those rare events in life where I think we can all leave a mark on healthcare, on something important. This just happens to be healthcare. We truly have a chance, if this is done correctly, with professionalism and knowledge and understanding what we're accomplishing, we can truly change how healthcare is delivered. And that's very important because of how we can diminish the cost of healthcare. So with that, how do we arm you with the tools that is necessary to make you the most effective information source and service provider for delivering telehealth to your friends, family, and physician friends? Well, we've got to train you, because this is not common knowledge necessarily. And the primary focus we want to create with this training program that will be, Lisa, unmute yourself for just a minute, because I was so busy doing deliveries and calling patients between the little update we had yesterday. What was the date that we set for ourselves to have this release? Was it August 15th?
Yeah. August 15th is what we slated out yesterday.
Yeah, I think it'll be earlier than that because I'm going to have mine done by tomorrow. The components of this training program that we set up for ourselves. Lisa, myself, and a person you may or may not know, Greg Nakagawa, had a phenomenal conversation on Wednesday evening to help begin assembling and create the training program and certification program for our virtual care consultants. I'm really excited to play a role in that. Because I think it's the most important thing we can do now that we have a full understanding of what programs we're going to be offering. That was the foundation within the company, Carey Health, that we had to finalize so that we could put all these pieces of the puzzle together to develop a robust training program. So the format in which we want this to be utilized is a learning management system where there'll be a set of slides with a voiceover that will help you learn all the different components I'm going to describe in a few minutes. And at the end of each module, there'll be an exam to certify that you've passed that module, and you have to score 90% or higher, then you'll be able to proceed to the next module. Because what I envision with this is it's like building something. We're going to start with the foundational elements of what's involved with telehealth and our platform. Then we're going to build you to the point where you understand how to share that with people, whether it's physicians or family members or friends, contacts or whatever. And that's truthfully the reason why I want to stress this too. The reason why Carey Health made a conscious decision to use the direct sales channel to bring this into the marketplace is because we truly believe that incentivized, educated consumers of this program can accomplish what we need to have happen very quickly. And that's bring on board physicians and patients or members simultaneously, because without one, you can't have the other. And I can't think of a better way to mass market this and share the spoils of success with everybody because they're incentivized to make it happen. So let me get on with it. I'm just getting long-winded here. So the goals, I think I already covered that, make you the most valuable resource needed to transition physician practices into virtual care and to make consumers members of our telehealth program. First off, we're going to have a training module on corporate guidelines. One thing that, I don't mean to offend anybody, but we don't want anything in the marketplace in the physician's hands or their patient's hands that promote the multi-level marketing or direct sales aspect of this. I will tell you with 100% certainty, you're going to lose 90% of those physicians if they find out about that. It's not MLM, okay? If they happen to ask about that or happen to find out about that at some point down the road, they're more than welcome to pursue the multi-level or direct sales component of this whole program, and they'll be rewarded very well for that because they're very credible people who have a much better and more experienced opportunity to share this with people. So it's not that we're trying to hide it from them, but I will tell you, while I was trying to help raise money for the company, while I was helping raise money for the company with my colleagues, when we took it down into the weeds about how this was going to be deployed in the future, 50% of the physicians literally got up and left the room when we got too far into the weeds on the compensation program. They just left. And those were some of my friends. They didn't want to have anything to do with it. So we want to be very cautious about that. When you're talking about this program, we're going to make sure that you understand you are there to share the resource or be the resource to help the physician's practice understand why they should implement telehealth in their practice. So that's one of the most primary pieces of our corporate guidelines that we're going to put into the training. That's just part of the agreement. I don't think that's a training necessarily, but we'll have to talk about it over and over again. It's so important, guys. It will ruin this. I'm telling you, it will ruin this if we pursue that component within the professional space. Okay, it's sad. That's just the way it is. It's misperceived in the marketplace, and there are reasons for that because some people don't understand that this is not about you. This is about them. This is a very service-oriented business, and I want, like I said a few weeks ago during the training, when you're approaching people or physicians, you need to have that understanding deep in your heart that you're there as a resource for them. You want to see what you can do to make them better, more efficient, more profitable. Okay? It's not about taking something from them. It's about giving something to them to make them more efficient. We'll go through that in a training for sure, in part of this structured training program and certification program. I think the most basic concepts you need to understand about the whole thing before you go out and talk to people is we'll put together a training module on all the components of the telehealth platform and how they work. Because if you don't understand the widgets and the tools, and you're going to get asked those questions, you're going to look like you are not an expert. You will immediately become non-credible and they will shut down. So we'll have a training on that. It's going to be very exciting because there's nothing out there in the marketplace that does what this does. I've spent now probably a week on the phone with the developers and in meetings, and this is just, it's so robust. It's just exactly what doctors need and patients need to maintain that line of communication. It's so exciting, guys, and you're going to love that training module that we put together. I think another thing that's very important before you go out and start talking to people is understanding what are the pain points. I mean, number one, why telehealth? Telehealth, you know, Jeff hit on this a lot. Nobody knows about telehealth. It's a phenomenal thing already, even in the models that are out there with the random doctors and random patients. But nobody knows about it. And that's why I believe truly that Carry Health through the virtual care partnership is going to create that inflection in the curve for logarithmic growth. Because as we implement this amongst incentivized people to share this with their family, friends, and physicians, we serve as the educational tool to let people know why they should use telehealth. Nobody knows what it is yet. And like Jeff said, I had a patient 2 weeks ago who was just moaning and groaning about having to get on her phone, put the demographics in, pay $59 to be seen. She was a changed person at the conclusion of that telehealth visit once she did it. She stared at her baby on her hip and said, "That was really cool. I can't wait to use this again." It was a total transformation. That's what's going to happen. I mean, every time I do a telehealth consult, that's the transformational change that happens. It's so gratifying to know that we're playing a role in that. So the pain points for telehealth, it's nobody knows about it. But for physicians, we'll have a training module on what to help educate you with what goes on in a doctor's life and in the practice. Why do they need to consider doing something else? Why should they consider maybe having a component of their practice being concierge healthcare, which we'll get into? You may or may not be familiar with that term, but it's a very important term for our physicians to understand what it is and why they may want to consider it. And then what are the pain points for the members who may become members of Carry Health? And I think that's kind of goes without saying. They can't see their doctor on time when they're sick. It's very expensive to go to urgent care centers, all their indirect costs with sitting in a waiting room. We solve those problems by creating convenience, accessibility to their doctor, and it's an affordable care process. So we'll get through all that in a training. The gold standard implementation process. Once you've gotten the doctors ready to up and load this program into their offices, or once they've done it themselves, because it's really a seamless integration and self-provisioning platform that's very easy to log into and register for, but it's going to sit there and gather dust if they don't know how to use it. So we're going to have an implementation process that goes from the start to the finish as to how they should implement this in their practice, with very great suggestions that are actually specialty specific to let those doctors know how and why they can use it and what for. They need to know that, because I'm still constantly discovering new ways to use it and new tools that it offers for me to make me more accessible and more convenient for my patients to see. So we'll have that together for you, because really I feel like doctors, unlike many other people, so much more, hate change because they're in a protocol-based situation. They're having to see patients so quickly, and to throw one more new tool into their toolbox, it's confusing and it's easily forgotten when they don't use it routinely. So when they understand how to use it, we need to go back and make sure that they are using it. So we'll have a kind of a roadmap for you as a virtual care consultant as to how frequently we expect you to go back and rub the flesh with the practice. You've got to be in there. This is not a get rich quick, do nothing scheme, guys. This is where you're going to build a bond and a relationship with a practice. And if you do this right, you are going to have a friend forever, truthfully, because you're going to keep them relevant and make them more profitable. And physicians will love you forever if you can accomplish that. And you're going to do that with the right knowledge base. So we'll get all that set up. That'll be one of our other modules with the follow-up schedule in there. And you're going to enjoy that, because a lot of doctors are really good people, man. Once they let their guard down and you're doing something good for them, some of my best friends are the reps that come through my office. And they promote a service that's beneficial to me and my patients. They understand, number two, the most important thing is the value of my time. If they see I'm really busy, they know not to sit there and try to talk to me. they come back at a different time or set up a luncheon, things like that for me. So it's people that are very conscientious of the doctor and the value of his time and the value that they're bringing to me that are the most successful. I'm getting off track, sorry. Let's see, how to navigate practice politics is another topic that we're going to address. Hopefully you won't engage or encounter too much of that, because hopefully these are people that you've built a bond with already at this point in time. But eventually you may get to the point where you're confident enough and have enough conviction about what we're doing to maybe walk into a practice as a cold call and get the people at the front desk to understand what you're trying to accomplish and how you can help the practice become more efficient and who you need to talk to. Because a lot of doctors have a defense barrier up there. Because like I said earlier, there are so many people, it's like piranha that are out there coming to take something from the doctor because they know we have something that can be given to them to make them more successful. So if you approach it in a different fashion, you're going to be even more successful. The compliance program is something we're asked about very frequently. I think that's very important. We're going to have a corporate compliance program, which I spoke of in the very beginning, but also a HIPAA compliance program, because there is a small chance you could be exposed to private health information. And there are very, very, very strict regulations about how to handle yourself in those situations, because patient privacy is of the utmost importance. And when that structured set of regulations are violated, the penalties are really things we don't want to talk about. So each of those modules is going to have an exam at the end. When you pass it, you can proceed to the next module. So you're building a stronger and stronger foundation to become what we ultimately call a certified virtual care consultant, a VCC Pro. I don't know what terminology we're going to use with that, Lisa. I don't know if we've come up with that completely yet, but you'll be certified to go out and speak with doctors. And most importantly, I think too, is that you'll have access to these training systems continually. Even though you've passed it, I can go back and refer to it to answer any questions that may come up. And then also to complement this, as time passes, we'll have videos, all kinds of tools for you to help market this, the frequently asked questions, all that stuff's coming together very quickly here. As of our call yesterday, I think we had a 4.5 hour quarterly update call with goal setting for the next, really 30, 60, 90 days, because we're that far out from launch, guys. So it's very, very exciting. Thanks for having me here. I'm sorry I rallied on a little bit. I'm pretty darn tired, but hoping to get out of here to the hospital to go work out and do some running and then do some more work on this.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. McDyer. Thank you for being on the call and everything you're giving Carry Health and Virtual Care Partners. I just do want to emphasize the difference. Carry Health is the company. They provide the product. Virtual Care Partners, right, are the distributors or the partners that are bringing Carry Health into the physician practices. So two separate entities. And Dr. McDyer is walking that tightrope between both corporate and the virtual care partners. He's going to be a great resource for everything that we do moving forward. Yeah. And I do want to emphasize, well, first of all, I do want to emphasize one thing here. And I want to make sure you guys understand, because everybody here has probably been involved in a network marketing company before. I know we have a lot of physicians on this particular call that are loving the fact that they can refer their colleagues. I just want to make something very clear here, okay? And I agree 1,000% with Dr. McDyer. Okay, if we walk into a doctor's practice and we start talking about multi-level, okay, that is not how you're going to represent this. The door opener is the platform. The door opener is the platform. Okay, I would never, me, Jeff Giamalva, 25 years, go into a doctor's practice and start talking to him about what? Multi-level marketing. Okay, but I will tell you, we had more physicians in our group, in our nutritional supplement company, than any distributor. But guess what we led with? We led with the product. We led with the opportunity for the physician to take advantage of his patient base that was already using nutritional supplements. And the whole thing was this: Doc, why would you let them go to GNC when you could capture that revenue here? And the physicians who were open to it, because regardless of how I led, some physicians, you know what they would say? Where's your double-blind studies? I would never in a million years put my name on something that doesn't have a study. Okay, so did that mean my company was going to go bankrupt? No, no, because a lot of physicians said, hey, they're using it anyway. You're looking for the one. You're going to have some doctors that say, I'm not going to do virtual care. Does that mean virtual care is not going to be the next big thing? No, has nothing to do with it. Has not. So my point is, okay, I promise you, some of your top producers, I'm about to bring one up right now, will be physicians. Okay, our number one person right now in recruitment is Dr. Batson. Okay, and I'm sharing with you, okay, that I don't want you to say I would never talk to my physician. Once I showed that physician that the program works, can I share with you how I represent it? Doc, now that you know how seamless this was, now that you could see that we've converted 25% of your patients, just so you now know, there is a referral program. There is a referral program because I know you know some other physicians that might want to also embrace virtual care. That's it. You know how many physicians I had? One physician that we knew personally first, because I will tell you, warm market trumps knowledge. Warm market trumps knowledge. If I have Dr. Dan McDyer and he's my warm market, okay, I'm going to say, Doc, listen, it's Jeff. I got something very special. I want you to look at it. He's going to look because we have that relationship. But let me share with you, one physician that embraced the program from a product standpoint led us to over 150 of his colleagues. 150, and there was no sales ever needed for his colleagues. You know why? You had one doctor blessing it. That was it. And that led us around the world with physicians marketing something they said they would never do. That was nutritional supplements. So you want to know why we're here? I know the power of a physician, and I know the problems that they're facing. And they're going to do virtual care with somebody. It's just a matter of with who. See, I couldn't say that about nutritional supplements. They didn't have to do nutritional supplements. But every doctor is going to know at some point they're going to have to embrace virtual care. And it's a big difference. So it's all about professionalism. And that's one thing I've taught no matter what we were marketing. Because I know without a doubt, if I'm professional, okay, they will open up their contact base. And Dr. McDyer is right. They protect that. You know how much money they spent to create their customer base? You know how many other companies want that consumer base? Everybody. You know the value of a doctor's consumer base? Here's the problem. He doesn't even know the value of it. Okay? A doctor's customer base is worth millions of dollars. And this is why we have something very unique that's never been offered. And we just want to make sure we're professional in how we approach it. Okay, I'm certainly going to discuss with the doctor the referral program because I know the power. Okay, so understand that, and these are some of the things and guidelines that we will talk you through. So I want to highlight our distributor spotlight, and that's Dr. Batson. Dr. Batson is our top producer, along with Kenny and I always draw my, oh my God, along with, please help me out. Francis, I'm sorry, Francis. I'm so sorry. Okay, Kenny and Francis, but I'm going to unmute Dr. Batson. I got to find him now. ABC, there he is. Hey, Dr. Batson, can you hear me?
I can, Jeff.
So I would like you, and I want to congratulate you for being number one. You, Kenny, and Francis, I know are on a distributorship, but I also know you're a doctor, and I know you're a top producer, and I would just like you to share with everybody just, you know, your excitement behind what we're doing and kind of the secret to your success.
Well, number one, it's all about the passion, you know. I went to this company originally just to become an investor in the company and not to work as a virtual care consultant. But when I found out about the product, it excited me that, this company is going to change healthcare as we know it in America. And when I saw the compensation plan available to me as a virtual care consultant, then that was so attractive that I decided I wanted to do that as well. And, the power of the three-way call is so amazing, that credibility is built with that three-way call. And our team, I always encourage our team to take advantage of that three-way call with other members of your team. That's the success to get other people educated and credibility, and to build excitement is through the three-way call.
And Dr. Batson, so let me ask you a question. When it comes to your colleagues and what we were just talking about, you're also using the telehealth platform as the door opener, correct?
Absolutely.
Perfect. And I know that you guys, and Lisa's going to go through the results, but what other advice? I know you said three-way call. Give us one more piece of advice. Passion, three-way calls, and?
Well, be patient. You're going to definitely hear some no's, and you just have to understand some people are not going to see the vision. The people that do see it are going to have an oh my gosh moment, and they're going to be excited. And that's what excites me, is when somebody sees the vision that I see, and then we do have something in common. These doctors need this platform. The independent doctors in America are needful right now. And that's what excites me, is we're going to meet that need. We're going to meet it head on, and we're going to give the doctors a premium platform at no charge. So this is an easy product to sell from the doctor side. It's an easy product to sell from the patient side as well, or from the consumer side. So, my admonition is go out and start talking to your doctors. Start with your first one and get referrals from that doctor. Nothing better than having the doctor write down the name of another doctor on the back of his card and send you to his office. Then you can just present that card to the front desk or the practice manager, and you're in. But just like Dr. McDyer said, make sure you pick a time in the doctor's office when he's not slammed busy, because you're not going to get in if he's busy.
Awesome. I appreciate that, Dr. Batson, and keep doing what you're doing. And one thing I do want to emphasize of what Dr. Batson just said, because a lot of people, and I want to make sure you understand the message here, guys. The reason we're going to do the certification, we want you obviously to be armed with all the things that you need to know. But I also want to caution you. Can you make money without knowledge? Can you make money without the knowledge? This is the power of leading people to the knowledge. I don't want people to think I can't make money until I get certified. That's ongoing training. You're going to always be getting more. You're going to be getting better. But you know how you make money without all the knowledge? Okay, leveraging the people with the knowledge. And this is what we're going to give you. That's what a three-way call is. Okay, the videos that we're going to have, it's leading people to the information. And this way you could go out there and build a base while you start to educate yourself. And I'm telling you, the best education is doing it. There is no better education than going out there, right, and practicing. Okay, and just be professional as you practice. But leading people to the information is how you'll build a business. Because I know some people go, well, I'll wait. Listen, right now there's no time to wait. Okay, we have a land grab. And the thing that we're going to be introducing to all of you, okay, just to recap, is our preferred provider program. Now, let me share with you, okay, Dr. Dan told you we were on a corporate call for 4.5 hours. We are in a very aggressive mode to bring this to you very quickly, okay? There's some couple more tweaks, but we hopefully will have this at a special call lined up for all of you next week, okay? But everybody has access to this, the preferred provider program. Just get yourself familiar. Here's the bottom line. A doctor can claim his spot. A doctor can claim his spot in his city, and there's going to be a cost to that, okay? But I'm telling you, this is, I believe, something that's going to really put the number of doctors that we need on the map as we launch on October 1st. And so this is what Matt Wander was talking to all of you yesterday about, or last Saturday. Line up, right, with your warm market. Okay, with your warm market. If you have warm market contacts, let them know that something big is about to happen and you want to give them first right of refusal. Okay, first right of refusal to secure their spot in their city. Okay, and once we have this, all we're going to do is go back, and I'm telling you, we're not going to be able to keep this offering, because we want to fill up our map with as many physicians as we can. So, Dr. Batson, once again, I want to thank you. But that's something that's coming. I want to turn the call over because Lisa has some contest results. We have a brand new contest we want to roll out to all of you. This is going to be something very exciting. So, Lisa, you want to take control of the screen?
Do I have to do anything? I think I already have it, right?
I don't think so. I think you got to do it again.
Other sharing, do you want to continue? Yes. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to talk first, you guys, just before I get into the information. As Dr. Dan said yesterday, we were all in a 4.5, 5-hour quarterly scaling up meeting for the next quarter. And I got to tell you, every single department, all of the dates that have been set are on time. Everyone has to understand what's going on behind the scenes and be patient. I'm going to tell you right now, you know, we've got the virtual care partner company in the process of launching its own software. We have all the marketing material about to be launched. We have the certification and the videos and marketing sites about to be launched. The stuff that's going on behind the scenes is insane. It's incredible. There's so many spinning plates in the air that I wish y'all could just be a fly on the wall, but you know, we have to roll this out in the right way. So my first big advice to everybody there, everybody who's listening, I know we've got a lot of professionals. We've got salespeople, we got people with network marketing backgrounds, we've got physicians, we've got pharmaceutical reps, we have people from all different walks of life. But big advice, and I really want to emphasize this, is we want you guys to be patient. Please be patient. You know, sometimes I think there's some frustrations that come up in the field, and you know, you want things faster than we can give them to you. But we're in pre-launch. We're right now, you know, as we say, building the plane while we fly it. We could have made a decision not to bring on one VCC, virtual care consultant, until everything was done. But we made a decision to start the groundswell and get the army in place and feed you things as they're coming. Okay, so the first thing is, and this is big, you know, positivity is so important. Are you being positive up to your upline, cross line, the company, downline? You know, every single time you open your mouth, I want you to think about something. Are you filling up somebody's bucket? Are you emptying it? Great book to read. Great book to read. Because sometimes, you know, if I'm a real type A personality, I'm going to take it out on somebody. You got to understand, we're all in this together. We are all building this with the right attitude, knowing that we have the goose that laid the golden egg. We have the goose that laid the golden egg. And all the dates are on track. You have to trust me when I tell you this. So you have to have belief in the company. You have to have belief in your leadership. I want every single person not to open your mouth unless it has something positive to say, because positive and attitude are really everything, you guys. And we're going to be so much bigger and stronger as a team if we all come to the table with the right attitude, okay? So I just wanted to start off by saying that, because that meeting really opened my eyes yesterday. I'm sure Dr. Dan, you'll agree with me. I mean, all the dates are very aggressive. All the departments are on time. Everything is on time, guys, and it's rolling out just like we're telling you it's rolling out. And sometimes people get frustrated because it's not rolling out fast enough. You have to be patient, okay? I'm going to give you guys some numbers, and I just want you to know from the virtual care partner company side, we have a goal to have 2,000 virtual care consultants by year's end. We're on track to do that. Okay, as a company, as our division, we have a goal. When you see this preferred provider program that's about to roll out in the next week, of putting on 1,700 preferred providers by October 1st. We're going to be training on that, specifically what it means, how to do it, and the tools that we're going to be giving you, which we're right there. We're right about to give you. Just think about that. How in the base, 1,700 preferred providers that are going to light up this map like a Christmas tree. Why does someone want to be a preferred provider? They're going to be 3 per city. And the digital marketing that this company is going to spend to drive business to them, to virtualize their practice, to increase the conversion is going to be completely insane. These are the things that are about to happen. So again, this week, I mean, we wanted to do it today, but we need a couple more days. This will all be unveiled, okay? So I want to point out some housekeeping things right now. I already have my screen share. Yes, I do. Okay, so I've got my screen share, and I'm going to go to...
I don't see your screen, Lise.
I know, I'm going to go to it right now.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't want that. This is what happens when you need glasses all the time. I want to go to this, and I want to go to screen share. Where's it at? Where's it at? Right here. Okay, so a little housekeeping before I get into some other stuff. Just to reiterate, we as a company, everybody on this call, our company is called Virtual Care Partners. We are the authorized Carey resellers. Write that down. This is the terminology. I like to say, not even distributors. We are the authorized Carey reseller. Okay, this has been discussed with legal, with Matt Wander, the whole team. This is who we are as a company. This is who you are. You're all a virtual care consultant, and you're authorized Carey resellers. You're an authorized Carey reseller. Now, this is very important. You guys, Carey is the company. We're not Carey. Do not use the word Carey in any of your marketing. If you've got domains that have the name Carey in it, take it down. Facebook pages, any social media. If you got an email with Carey in it, change it. Advertising, marketing collateral. We are not Carey. These are 2 separate divisions, all right? So I want to be very clear with that. This is going to be coming. We'll have the compliance being drawn. They're going to be drawing something up in the next week. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up so that anybody out there who has Carey in their domain, or you're starting a Facebook page, we've got to be very clean with what we're doing as virtual care partners and as virtual care consultants who are the authorized Carey reseller, all right? Okay, so a little housekeeping there. We already did the certification. Jeff, can you see my screen, or do I have to screen share again?
I could see the Carey reseller. That's all I see.
Okay, thank you so much. You got to tell me. I got to keep switching. Okay, the contest, as we said, the Viva Las Vegas contest was extended 4 more weeks, and you're going to know why very shortly with what we're about to roll out. So this is just a fun contest. It's based on points. When you personally sponsor a virtual care consultant, you get 5 points. If anybody in your downline or your group sponsors someone, you get 1 point. The top 3 are going to get all expenses paid trip to Las Vegas, staying here with Jeff and I. The trip is actually going to be August 24th and 25th. So going over to contest results, I want to go here first. Let me make sure my screen is on the right screen share. All right, so this is as of this morning. As you heard from Dr. Batson, James Batson and his wife Rebecca, Kenny and Francis and Dr. James Batson are in number 1 with 59 points. Gus and Jan Fernandez, obviously number 2. Dean Hibbs, number 3. So these are our top 3. Now, as you can see, I'm not going to read everybody's name. The reason I highlighted people in green, these are brand new VCCs that got qualified. They got their 2 in 7 days, and they're already climbing the leaderboard, and they're, you know, moving towards the top of the contest. So as you can see, everybody, I'm scrolling down with your points. You're going to see your name and where you are. I also want to recognize William Mayer. William Mayer, brand new VCC last week, got his 2 within 7 days. So obviously he's got 10 points. So all the way down the leaderboard, everybody can see where they are. If you have any questions, everybody can always email me. My email, please write it down if you need anything. We want to be very accessible to the field. It's LisaG@virtualcarepartners.com. Brand new emails. Jeff is Jeff G. We want to keep it easy at virtualcarepartners.com. All right, so there's the Vegas contest. Next thing that's about to happen, you guys, with the contest that's with the preferred provider program that's rolling out, we're also going to start dispersing leads. These leads we've been talking about, we have physician leads that we're going to need our virtual care consultants to start following up with. You have to be 50% qualified to even get the lead. So the first 2 don't count, but after that, every time you bring in a virtual care consultant, we're going to have a board slating you for giving you a lead. And they're going to come from many different areas. So, of course, you can see Kenny and Francis are first, 21 leads. All the way down, you can see everybody's name. All the way down. So these are the people that all had 2. So they've been given 1. Or 3, they're getting 1 lead. Now, these are all the people that are qualified. As soon as they bring another VCC in, they're going to start receiving physician leads. So I always like to show this on Saturday. The new contest that we're going to be rolling out now, let me go up here to, let me move this, go like this. Hold on one more time, guys. Let me do my screen share. Okay, now this is a fun contest. This is going to be posted on Facebook as soon as we close up this meeting. Matt was actually the one that thought of this, our CEO, Matt Wanderer. We want videos from the field. This is really going to be a transfer over the next 30 to 60 to 90 days of our top virtual care consultants rotating into our opportunity presentations, rotating into physician provider presentations, rotating into really being the face of this company. This is not about Jeff and I. This is not about Dr. Dan. This is about you. This is about you guys running this company. So we need your videos. We want to incentivize everybody to do a 60-second video, a testimonial video, and we're going to give you guys some money to do that over the next 2 weeks. You could win up to $500. So
you're not giving everybody money. It's a contest.
It's a contest.
Okay.
Let me explain to you what that means. I guess I got to be specific, right? Sorry about that. So the contest starts today. It ends on July 28th. So everybody's got their smartphones. Everybody's got their tablets. What we want you to do is we want you to take a 60-second, video of yourself. You could have someone holding it, giving a video testimonial. You could do it on the membership experience. You could do it on the vision of the company and what you see this company going and where it's going and what it's going to be about. If you're excited just about the company and you want to share your excitement, maybe what your goals are. Maybe you want to talk about really making a difference in helping physicians virtualize their practice. making a difference in healthcare. More ideas are welcome. Anything positive and exciting, we want you to share in a video, a 60-second video. Now, we're going to be judging them here at corporate. Everyone's going to vote. First prize is going to get $500. Second prize, $250. Third prize, $100. And they're all going to be then obviously used. You need to, if you send in the video, you're signing a release that these videos will be used in future marketing for Carrie or virtual care partners. Okay. But we're going to vote, and we're going to announce the winner on July 28th. We'll play the videos. And of course, these videos are going to be posted on Facebook. And so we just want you guys, let's start shaking this thing up. So this is the steps. Record the video telling us why you're excited about Carrie. Upload the video on YouTube or Vimeo. Make sure it's public. And then submit your video link in the form above. First name, last name, email. And then you're going to be able to, I agree to the terms and conditions, and submit. So this will be posted on Facebook when we finish up the call. I'm kind of excited about this. I can't wait to see all the videos that stream in. So very excited about that. So I went over the video contest, the doctor contest, the Vegas contest. I went over the new rules about making sure. I went over some of our goals. You guys, this is what's exciting. I told a lot of you guys this when we got started. This company is going to have 13 monster legs to the company. Monster legs, VCC legs, virtual care provider, virtual care partner legs. We want them all to be national marketing director legs, producing $200,000 a month in sales volume every single month. We're on track to do that by the end of the year with the momentum that we're about to roll out. So I have shown you guys everything that I want to show you. I don't think I missed out anything. I'm going to go ahead with 3 minutes left to go. We want to keep this call at about an hour. Any closing thoughts, Jeff, or you want to open this up to?
No, I want to address one thing, which I will confirm with everybody, but I'm almost positive I'm right. In any other company, you can never use the company's name. So this is no different. You know, I couldn't say, Organo Gold. I had to say independent distributor of as a backdrop if I did any advertisement. Okay, I'm almost positive, and I will confirm this. But if you're going to market something, you're a virtual care partner, and you could put authorized Carrie reseller.
Yes, I already said that. That's what they have to say, Jeff.
Okay, no, but people weren't understanding that. Okay,
oh,
so
okay.
I want to make sure you have to put authorized Carrie reseller after you put virtual care partner.
Here it is. Once again, everybody.
Let's make sure we got that right, guys, because I want to make sure you guys aren't all freaking out.
No, it's right here. Boom.
So you're saying this is exactly how they put it. You are a virtual care consultant, right? Okay. So you guys got that? Give me a couple people on chat. You understood that.
This is it. This is it, guys. We are, as a company, virtual care partners. You are, as consultants, virtual care consultants, and we're all authorized Carrie resellers.
Perfect. Everybody got it. Everybody just blew it up.
All right. Okay.
All right. So, guys, please submit your testimonials. That's going to be so cool to see. We want to start marketing the field. Okay. We got to take this to the next level because we have some lofty goals as we go out there and build, okay, this business. I know it said Carrie MD, we're Carrie Health. Okay. So I got that too. We'll make that change. Jeff, can you have Dr. Dan discuss primary care physicians?
Guys, all this will be, save any of these calls till our next call, which will be within a week.
Yeah, I think you want to get some sleep, Dr. Batson. So let him let him go to sleep for a while. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a great Saturday. We'll see you next week. Look daily for any correspondence. Check your emails because we're going to be announcing a very big call to roll out this brand new program. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.